Hi guys, welcome to this little tutorial on how to use SketchUp. So SketchUp is one of the apps that's part of your Google account through the Boulder Valley School District. So if you open a new tab, you probably see, like I do, that up in the top right, I've got my Gmail, got my little icon, and then I have this waffle. If I click on that, I can scroll down, and I'm scrolling all the way down to this icon that sort of looks like a red staircase. And if I click on that, it takes a little while to load. But when it does, it might ask you, I've opened it before, but it might ask you to allow SketchUp to communicate with your Google Drive. And that's helpful because then you can save your work in Drive. You can open it from any device, and it's really convenient. So I would recommend that you do that. And it might also ask you to choose your account. So you would select your BVSD account. So as this loads up, let me just mention what SketchUp is. So SketchUp is a 3D drawing program, and it is used in architecture and engineering industries. They have the paid version, and you have the free version, but they're relatively similar. And SketchUp can do a lot of things in terms of designing buildings or designing things that are smaller than that you might end up 3D printing. So you could do, for instance, designing like a game piece or a name tag, things like that. So now I'm on this screen. It finally loaded. And up here, I can click Create New, or I can also click Start Modeling. Both of those will get me into the drawing program. Now, over on the left here, you'll see that you've got a link from Google Drive. So that would be how you would open files that you've already started. So if I go to Create New, you have different options in terms of how you want your measurements to be recorded. My guess is that you're most comfortable with feet and inches, but if you want to do metric, you're welcome to do metric. I'm going to do feet and inches. So I'm going to click on that. And here's my drawing screen. So you've got, this is supposed to be Temple Grandin, who is an educator. He did a lot of work with students with autism. And on the left-hand side, you'll notice that you've got a toolbar. You also have some tools on the right-hand side. And I would encourage you to explore those tools. And there are a couple ways that you can do that. If you hover over the tool, it will tell you the name of that tool. Notice that some of them have little carrots next to them. That means that if you click on them, it expands, and you have several tools that would be in that rectangle folder. So we've got sort of a regular rectangle, we've got a rotated rectangle, and then there's other shapes like circle, polygon, and three-dimensional text. The other way that you can explore different tools is if you go over to the instructor. If you open the instructor, then it does a little preview of what the tool is and how it works. So that's really helpful. Then I can click on a different tool like push-pull. And again, it shows me, kind of walks me through how that tool works. And if you go down a little bit, there are other instructions as well. One really helpful tool is down at the very bottom, and these are your different navigation tools. This is how you can change your view. So you can orbit or turn around your screen so that you can see different sides of what you are trying to build. And then you can also do things like zoom in and out. Pan lets you move back and forth without sort of spinning around. So all of those are also useful to check out. I hope you enjoy modeling.